Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another reading by yours truly, Becky. And I just wanted to start off by explaining some realizations that I'm having with my own self in my life. And I'm starting to see the bigger picture of where I got lost and where I lost my path and the painstaking journey to just like I don't know if you've ever seen like rock climbers where they have those things where they're like climbing the ice, like picking, like that's how it feels to get myself back to on path. And it's been a journey. So yeah, I wanted to talk about my masculine energy and what it means to me now and how important it is inside of me, and noticing it and nurturing it and encouraging it and acknowledge. I think the acknowledging it was so important. I was shunning my inner male energy. I was making them feel less than because I was just so angry and hurt by the men in my life that I was doing it to myself with my own energy. So that wanted to come through from spirit and inviting you all with so deep reverence and compassion, so much compassion I'm feeling from the spirit world, to go in that direction and to witness yourself with patience, gratitude that you're showing up for yourself, and non-judgment, and releasing whatever you see inside of yourself that is presenting itself in your shadow on your masculine side, and things will start to make a lot of sense. Okay, so now we are going to start the reading. So I'm going to pull a couple cards and see what spirit wants you all to know. Okay, so the first deck I'm going to use is this deck, right? Secret Language of Light. So let's see what they have in store for you. Source. So we have soul name. Soul name feels like a very powerful call forward. Like spirit's really wanting to call you all forward. Like your soul forward in your human self forefront. That's what I think this whole channel has been created for me, and is inviting you all to do as you watch these videos, is all to remember to be your soul, to express your soul, live out of your soul, and to let go of these ego parts that keep driving your life into areas where we don't want to be. It's painful, and we've learned through seeing people that this is what we do to ourselves, that we like, it's just normalized. So this is the theme for this reading, the general theme. So I'm going to pull, this is the one card. And now we're going to continue with some more cards for you all. right, so we have the Strength card coming out. Woo. Okay, feeling a drive from the sacral chakra. And this is what this inner male is needing to come into the light, which is bringing him out of your shadow and looking at him and looking at what's inside brings things to the light. So you're in the dark if you're not looking at the shadow. That's why it's so important we all want to be light workers. We all want to be the brightness and not hurt anybody. But by not looking at these elements of ourselves, they are causing other people harm, ourselves harm, and they're taking us off our path. And I know that might make you angry, that might make you feel shame, that might make you want to turn away from this video, but Spirit's inviting you to be brave and know that your inner feminine has got you. She's not going to turn on you when you see yourself through when we see this part of you. This part of you has a lot of strength that we're trying to bring to working for you instead of against you. So that is the biggest important message that is trying to come through. And I just have so much compassion because look at these two energies. Just look at her lamb and this lion. You know how many stories could happen from these three energies? And those stories are determined on what we've seen or how we mimic other people around us that how to operate these three energies. But your soul knows how to operate these three energies in a beautiful goddess form, whether you are a male or female. And right now, if you're watching this video, you are trying to bring up your inner goddess to take ownership of your life and start nurturing and caring for yourself and your passions, and i.e. your soul. That's what you're here for. So I think that Spirit's telling me this is like the most important thing that should be come across in this video, and they want me to mention what happened to me as I started working on my inner male, so which I've been working with for the past week or so, and it's been absolutely incredible. The manifestations of animals, I cannot believe it. There's a song called Savage Daughter. I don't know who it's by, but I just discovered it, and I was going to go on a run, and I started playing it, and it has a line. I don't know if you hear it, but there's a part where they talk about stones, and then they talk about picking up feathers. It's all about a girl who's like a savage compared to her mother, who's earthy and like is herself and as strong as who she is, and there's a rejection of the mother figure in her life of this part of her because the mother figure has rejected that within herself. So as I played this song, I just like discovered it, felt called to it. Was listening to Women Who Run with Wolves. That book again got reintroduced to myself. So that's another clue for you people if you want to expose yourself to more power in relation to empowering your soul, but empowering your femininity. It needs to be released. So, and we do this through the masculine, healing the masculine and looking at what's going on with this energy. So anyways, so I started running, and then as soon as I was running, and let me tell you, like a week before that, I saw a black snake cross my path, so I knew that there was a spiritual awakening about to hit. And then after that, I created this channel, and here I am. So anyways, so as I started working with my inner male, I found this bluebird feather, which to me, the blue represents my inner male. And I was working with him, I was listening to him and how shitty he felt about himself and how no one ever noticed him. Nobody wanted to play with him. Nobody wanted to like see his light, and he didn't know how to shine it because no one showed him how to, and they shamed him for it. So I was working with him and listening to him and asking my feminine energy to hold him and internally through like visualization, and then I started going on a run, and this appeared in my path, Bluebird. So this to me feels like my inner child and my inner masculine combining their form together, and obviously the inner feminine, because the earth is a goddess. It's like forming this goddess energy. And I also wanted to say, and then the next day I saw, like, it was insane. I just walked out my door and there was a deer there, a beautiful, graceful being of light. There was so much light. It was golden hour in the trees. It was beautiful. And to me, that also, it represents my inner male also healing, because I did start this painting. I'm going to go grab it and show you all. And I never finished it, but it represents my masculine energy. And it has a deer in the middle of it, and it's blue. So let me just show you. So 1 second. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's like he's coming out of the shadows. You know, I'm coming into contact with him, and he's shedding the layers of skin and identities. It's almost like a rebirth, but I never finished it, but I started it. And so to see that after the feather, and it be a blue feather, and blue for me is very much my divine masculine color. There's something, I mean, that might not be for everybody. I'm hearing it's very specific to you and what you've constructed your reality from, but I just wanted to show you that and see the miracles that happen when we work with our masculine energy, even though it's excruciating and it's no little feat. But I know you all are strong souls if you're watching this right now, and I just invite you to do so and really just bridge that for yourself so you can continue to live your life with joy and just be yourself. You don't have to keep cutting yourself down. That's a byproduct of this masculine energy, not knowing what to do or how to work with the feminine and encourage her rather than changing her and taking what he wants. So, there's one more thing I'm supposed to say. Okay, so the yellow flowers over there. Yeah, so don't be afraid to use like objects in your reality that mean things to you to create like a peace offering, and connect to source when you do it, and use your heart chakra. What I mean by this is I bought a bouquet of flowers for my inner male, and I separated the two because I felt that the divine feminine needed some of the flowers. And then after a couple days, you can feel the energy. You'll feel it in your body and being. This is how we're practicing also be intuitive beings. I felt them want to reunite, and then I was able to bring the flowers together. And that creates even more of a powerful intention because you're incorporating the physicality, that which is the masculine and the goddess, the divine feminine, and the inner child with the creativity, the love to play with things outside, with nature and all that. So that is what I want to leave it on. I think Spirit wants me to pull one more fairy card and one more light card to close this, and then I will send you all on your way to your beautiful new lives where you're not rejecting yourselves but embracing who you really are. So we have variance and expansion. I feel like it's already happened. Your expansion has already happened from watching this video. So take this energy that's shifted you towards the sky. It feels like this like lighter, more hopeful, like you're going to do it energy. You put an action behind that right now. That's what Spirit is trying to communicate to me. Everything is going to be okay. That's the most important thing about that card. And expansion is you need more learning. You need to where you're being called to, and like where this fire is in your life starting to present itself, you need to really immerse yourself or learn more about it. You're needing a little bit more education. So for me, I'm gonna this tarot like season is really making me want to immerse myself in learning about everything about the cards and the behind them and the different elements and all of these different things, and also like my creativity and me making different altars. Like for my inner male, I have like the feather and the flower, my grandfather's protection, and a picture of me from when I was really in a bad place when I was a teenager, and she has a yellow layer around her neck. I mean, come on. So that is expansion, and that will just perpetuate this new manifestation and visualizing it and holding that vision while you're doing all these things. And that's all you got to do. Just if you prioritize that every day, your reality will change. And don't be afraid to journal through the inner male, expressing what he has to say and communicate to you, and just give it days to settle and heal, and don't be upset. It will move, but we need to air these things out. Okay, so one more card, fairy card, and then that is it. I'm like, there's like so many cards coming out, and I'm feeling like there's so many different messages that you all need right now. But if you do need a personalized reading, then you can reach out to me. But so I'm getting a lot of different messages that need to be communicated. So we got Queen of Winter, Release, and Two of Spring. So let's start from the first card that came out, and these two, which is the Two of Spring and Release. There you go. So, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. So yeah, so maybe you do need readings. I'm open to recording and giving you personal readings. And then the release card, let go of the past and ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. And it's about letting go of your past. You can't keep doing this work that we talked about in this without also accompanying it with releasing your past. And the last, that's important for somebody. They're not really releasing their past. That's why Spirit's making it a priority to communicate that at the end of this. And this last message, Queen of Winter, strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So this I'm getting is, this woman is very witty. So she is strong, but she's still putting herself in areas where her sarcasm kind of has to come out to protect her to cut too much. So this is for someone specifically in this reading. If this doesn't resonate, you can go, or do your thing. But this is this is important because it's keeping her not in areas of her life and with the certain people that will just be a resonant with who she really is. She's witty and strong, but she's around the wrong people. She keeps having to use that in a cutting way. And with Spirit doesn't want to have to see you do that, because this is where the inner male healing is going to come in. Because once you heal this inner male aspect, you're not going to feel the need to even associate in these areas and groups. You won't even feel like you need to even protect yourself, because your inner male is going to protect you and will be like, no, that's it. Bye. Which is something that you never got. You never got someone to take you away from these painful areas of your life and give you different areas where you needed support and relocation to heal and grow strong. So that is the final message. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, for listening. I love you, and I appreciate doing these readings, and I appreciate that you're here, and I'm grateful to finally use my gifts and not hide them and keep them for myself because I'm afraid and other people are making me feel like I need to be in scarcity. Or need to do something else because they're in scarcity. So I hope you bring this, and I'm releasing that as I say it. This card just flew out. Releasing it and releasing that, and I forgive. But that's for me to move through. So thank you for listening. Bye. Until next time.